Good morning on this Monday, December 9th. Welcome to Breakfast with Bridgett, streaming live on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. I'm Bridgett Ellison. Good to be with you today, and we're getting you ready to head out the door this morning. We'll also get a check of the traffic, and we'll take a look at some of the top headlines and some fun things to do around Orlando and recap some of the holiday happenings. But first, Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos over in the Pinpoint Weather Center. And Candace, we had a chilly good time on Friday at the tree lighting, and
It was so
waking up
nice.
this morning, yeah, it was. Now it's a little bit more mild, which I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, I still think we need a jacket this morning as we are waking up in those mid 50s. Excuse me. But into the afternoon, you won't need any jackets. We'll be closing in on nearing 80 degrees today and tomorrow.
Wow.
Then on Wednesday, we're watching a cold front. Now, this front will be bringing us some cooler changes on Thursday. But the one thing that this front is bringing that all the other fronts really haven't brought is some rain. So rain chances on Wednesday go up to about a 50 to 60%. And then that drastic drop in temperatures starts coming in on Thursday. So quite a roller coaster temperature week again in the forecast for us here in Central Florida.
For
So
sure.
let's take it to the maps. Let's show you what we're talking about here. Out the door, it's going to be a warm and dry day. No need for the rain gear just yet. That will be needed on Wednesday, as we will see a high chance for some rain up to about a 50 to 60%. Now, this time of the year, we're in that dry season. So when we do get these fronts, as long as they don't come in any severe way, we'll take the rain. We desperately need still the rain, even during the dry season, because if we don't get any rain every once in a while, it's really going to set us up for issues, especially as we start gearing into more like that early springtime, where we start getting a little bit of that lightning tied in with very dry conditions that could increase our concern for wildfires. So again, we still need the rain, even though, hey, listen, at least it's coming in on Wednesday, not on the weekend, right? And then as we head into Thursday, that same front will be ushering in much colder air, as temperatures will go from about 81 on Tuesday to 61 on Thursday. So to take you here hour by hour, so you can plan out for Monday. 79, that will be our high this afternoon. And then as we head into Wednesday, here comes that cold front. That's going to be bringing in a good dose, a little ribbon of moisture. Rain chances do go up to about a 50 to 60%. But notice if you have any travel plans or you're going to go visit family or family's coming visiting you, just do be aware it's going to be kind of nasty as we head into Wednesday across the Northeast and up and down the eastern seaboard. Now, once that front clears, though, much colder air settles in, and then we'll be down into those 60s. Many areas could actually be staying in the 50s into the afternoon. So as we look here at the rain chances on Wednesday, 50 to 60% chance, a little higher the further north you go, as a lot of that moisture will continue to kind of weaken and fall apart as it clears Central Florida. So looking here, once that front passes, Thursday morning, we won't be starting off in the mid 50s like we are today. We will be starting off in the 30s and 40s. 37 will be our wake-up temperature come Thursday morning. We will be nearing freezing in some of our Marion County zones, so there will be the potential of some freeze. Some frost also can't be ruled out, although the majority of our southern zones won't have to deal with any frost. And then highs on Thursday. Again, we're talking about 80s today and tomorrow, down to highs staying in the 50s and 60s come Thursday. And if you're hoping that this cold air doesn't settle in and stick around for too long like it has, we will be rebounding those temperatures back to near normal for another picture perfect weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, Bridgett.
Okay, so the hump really will be hump day into Thursday, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because Steve said I need to put the word sniffles in the forecast by Friday, because anytime you start getting these highs and lows and
Messes with
things
your
like
sinus,
that.
yeah. Ugh.
Oh yeah. You can hear it in my voice. So yeah, it's
I
going to
found
be
a thing that
new in the world.
works, and it's
Tell me.
because I complain about allergy type symptoms a lot, but there's this saline nasal mist with xylitol.
Okay.
And so it's a little more, less medicine, I guess less medicated. I mean, xylitol is
Yeah.
still, but it works. It's helped me a few times with the stuffies, so might be
No,
worth a try.
you've been sounding good lately.
I
So
still have a lot more sneezes, but
yeah,
it's better. It's better.
'tis the season, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Blame
All
it on
right.
the kids. When in doubt, blame it on the kids
And the weather.
and the weather. Yeah, that too. Both.
Oh, thank you, Candace.
You're welcome.
All right, so we want to get ready to head outside on those roads too, and Trooper Steve is standing by there, also in the Traffic and Weather Center. Good morning, sir. What are you up to today?
Good morning. I hear you guys talking about this nose stuff. So I was upstairs and I found, how like we leave random piles of stuff in this place for
Mm-hmm.
like freebies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I was upstairs. I don't know what this is. Nosin
Huh.
nasal sanitizer.
How
I've
many
never
of those
heard.
were up there?
There's a few more boxes up there,
Hmm.
but this is called a nasal sanitizer. I don't know what the heck it does.
Wow.
But it says on the side, said, think hand sanitizer for your nose, apply before you
Yes.
fly. And I
Yes.
was like, man, I'm here for this. So,
Wow.
but it looks like a smelling salt. So
Okay.
I'm not about to do this
Does
here
it look
with
like
you.
Narcan?
It, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Especially now that I opened it up, it makes me a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It reminds me
so
of those little sticks that smelled like Vicks that your mom used to sort of put up your nose.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I come
Mm-hmm.
from that Puerto Rican household. My mom would just
Mm-hmm.
swipe that Vicks and just be
Oh
like, here you
yeah.
go.
All in there. All in there.
All right. But no, great time we had a blast Friday night at the tree
Mhm.
lighting. That's always such a good time. And we changed it up this year a little bit. We got to stay on stage, which felt not
Like a
only a little
dance
safer,
party.
but it turned into a rave at the Christmas tree last night. Look at that. It was a blast. If
Merry
you have not had the
Christmas!
opportunity to go out there and see this Christmas tree, you need to go out and see that Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but that was a blast and a big tradition of the New Six Morning team.
Oh
So
yeah.
I will give you what you want this morning. So some traffic first. Traffic is routine this morning, Bridget. Nothing too major out there, but we are
Mm-hmm.
seeing kind of a pause in the holiday travel. So eastbound
Okay.
I-4 right now, very slow out by the Champions Gate, almost a little slower than what we normally see. We're about a 35-minute drive time from Champions Gate to downtown Orlando, which in actuality, let's be real, is not horrible. Other drive times if you're trying to head towards MCO. So I do them from two different directions. One from if you're headed southwest, so 417 to 528 to 436, 10 minutes. Claremont, you're still far, but it's a nice 40-minute drive, and then 30 minutes, which is actually a little high from downtown. Kissimmee, our attractions area behind, Floridian Way, Vista, even Claremont, east and westbound, nice and easy. Those delays, though, have started. Westbound I-4 out by Seminole County. We have that crash icon that just popped up, so I'm going to check on that. Westbound at the 101D, that puts us right at 417, so just be careful. Looks like that could slow us down a little bit this morning. Outside of that, we have just some spotty stuff, nothing that's going to slow you down. 528 and 408 still looking good. And Kissimmee, well, Kissimmee's being Kissimmee, Bridget. So no crashes there. This morning, I'm going to head out to an intersection that a viewer messaged me about Millinocket and Old Cheney Highway. They say that a light has been installed there, but it's been there for months and it's not turned on.
Oh.
So the viewers have wanted that traffic light. So they said the infrastructure had been put in over a year ago, and now the light's just sitting there. So I don't know
Hmm.
about it, and this is how we find out our stuff and we get results. So at 10 o'clock today, clickorlando.com, YouTube, New 6 Plus, and the app, we're going to stream that. I'm just going to go out to the intersection and check it out. I'm familiar with it. I was in a pursuit there many, many years ago.
Hmm.
But this intersection, it's all residential, so just join me today at 10 a.m.
Okay, we'll see you then.
All right, Bridget, bye.
Thank you. So, speaking of the roads, we also want to talk about school zone speeding. And we talked about these new cameras that are going up in different places. And so it looks like that is expanding even here in Orlando. So, the city commissioners are expected to take a final vote on a plan to try to slow down school zone speeding, with 21 different campuses getting cameras now. New Six's Mark Lehman explains what drivers caught going over the speed limit could face if this is approved.
For 13 years, Bill Jennings has been the crossing guard at Princeton Elementary, and during that time, he's seen plenty of dangerous situations.
Unfortunately, I see too much speeding traffic. That's ridiculous.
You got to be concerned about a kid getting hurt, right?
Absolutely. And of course, that's my job. My job is to keep the kids from getting hurt, and I'm on the vigil all the time.
It's a problem city leaders have recognized, and that's why the Orlando Council is set to give final approval for speed cameras outside Princeton and 20 other campuses. And here outside the school, Princeton Street is a very busy road. Each morning, the resource officer parks his patrol car here. That does slow traffic down, but that doesn't happen at every campus. That's why something like this is needed.
I think people do tend to slow down when they see the cops, so hopefully if they know there are cameras here, they'll slow down too.
Rachel Schwartz says she's on board for the cameras that issue $100 tickets to cars going 10 miles over the speed limit. Several other Central Florida cities have also either approved or installed cameras, all with the goal of improving safety.
We definitely care about our kids and we want the cars to slow down here.
Be updated on what comes out of that meeting today with the school zone speeding cameras at 21 campuses possibly. Now we want to head over to UCF, where Night Nation is celebrating the return of a familiar face. UCF football fans are welcoming back Coach Scott Frost, and so he is resuming the role as head coach after leaving the position in 2017, and he is taking over from former Gus Malzahn, who resigned last week. Our Jarrell Baker was at yesterday's welcome ceremony and shares the fans' excitement.
Reintroduce and welcome back your next head football coach, Scott Frost.
You could feel the excitement in the air at the venue at UCF Sunday night as Coach Scott Frost made his return.
Absolutely love it. I mean, we're excited for it. He had a great tenure here the first time. We're looking forward to seeing what we can do next, this next time.
Very excited because if we can have even a glimpse of 2017 again, it's worth it.
Jamie Say, WKMG. Scott, welcome back. Does this moment feel surreal to you at all?
Yeah, it feels surreal. It feels like it was 100 years ago and yesterday at the same time.
Many fans believe bringing Coach Frost back was the right move after former coach Gus Malzahn resigned last week.
I think it had to move this quickly, quite frankly, with the portal opening up and signing day, it being in December, which it's silly, but it is what it is. The process had to go fast.
Coach Frost spent 2 seasons with the Knights and went undefeated in 2017. Fans hope the rehiring can lead them back to their winning ways.
A lot of people have been talking about bringing that old culture that UCF has been known for back. Do you think that's exactly what we got?
I think so. In talking to some of the staff members who were here during that time, they're excited because they know the man more so behind the scenes. And if they're excited when they really know who he is, that's exciting to me.
That's the thing that we missed in the last, 2 years really. Just it wasn't fun. Going to visit, going on road trips, just weren't enjoyable. Nobody was really excited for it. So we're really looking forward to hopefully having fun again.
All right, and now to Lake Eola and some new plans in the works. City leaders expected to discuss spending $530,000 to improve Orlando's Lake Eola, and that includes a butterfly garden. So News 6's Angie Casada explains that it's about protecting and preserving green space in the heart of the city.
This was the center of Orlando. This is like the oasis of Orlando, and we have very little green space. The fountain is sort of the emblem of the city of Orlando.
Orlando City Council will meet Monday and discuss spending $530,000 for the campaign's efforts. The money would go towards the renovation of Sperry Fountain and the construction of the Butterfly Garden. OLT raised $125,000 last year in their Grandmother's Legacy of Love campaign, an effort led by co-founders Lynn Long, Eugenia Sefkick, and Ted Haddock. Together, they rallied the community to meet a $3.25 million goal to purchase land near Lake Eola and prevent its development.
I don't know if you recall, but there's a large master plan for Lake Eola Park for the renovation. This is going to be the first project that's going to be completed.
Wow,
so that's very exciting. We are going to be the first project. So
a true legacy.
A true legacy, yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to have sort of expand these sidewalks. We're going to have an area enclosed where there will be the butterfly garden. The whimsical butterfly sculptures will be within the butterfly garden. And then there's going to be a circular sort of I think it's going to be made out of some kind of concrete that will be more permanent, where all the grandmothers' children's names will be etched in there.
A critical piece of funding came from the City of Orlando's Community Redevelopment Agency. Those funds not only preserved the land, but also funded a sculpture that will symbolize the city's dedication to green spaces.
There's just so much history here at Lake Eola. And this is one of our ways of really trying to preserve it and give a legacy to the next several generations of Orlandoans.
The new butterfly garden could serve as a serene retreat and a haven for pollinators, while the sculpture, inspired by nature, would stand as a permanent reminder of what's possible when a community unites. As the Orlando Land Trust continues its work, Lake Eola remains a testament to the power of preservation and passion. For the co-founders, their mission is more than just saving green spaces. It's about leaving a legacy of love. Reporting in downtown Orlando, Angie Casava, Getting Results, News 6.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with some more top stories. All right, well, a yearly tradition is back at Central Florida Zoo, the Asian Lantern Festival. After hours events when the zoo lights up. Have you been yet? It is very colorful. And News 6 co-anchor and insider guide Crystal Moyer shows us how it brings together art, culture, and thousands of lights.
Hey, it's your News 6 anchored insider guide Crystal Moyer here in Sanford at the Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens. They just kicked off their Asian Lantern Festival. A lot of new lanterns. Let's go check it out. This is the 5th season of the Asian Lantern Festival Into the Wild. The lanterns, handmade works of art that are breathtaking by day, and by night they come to life glowing with thousands of LED lights.
So we definitely have about 60 different displays throughout the zoo, lots of interactive pieces this year, and then moving parts. So you gotta take your time walking through the path.
The lanterns representing North, Central, and South American native animals and plants.
Behind me is the bison, along with the prairie grass and the firefly lights, and so it's been a pretty popular scene at night. Definitely the grass grows yellow, it blows in the breeze, and so it just feels like magic.
Ruby Wong is the on-site coordinator with Tianyu Arts and Culture, and she says the event is bigger than just lanterns.
It can become a window for people in the U.S. to get to know about the Chinese and get to know about the Asian culture. I feel very honorable.
Through displays like the Chinese zodiac with 12 animals representing a cycle of 12 years, 2025 is the year of the snake, symbolizing wisdom, elegance, and transformation in Asian culture. One of the highlights of the Lantern Festival, though, a nearly 150-foot-long dragon lantern.
Dragon is like a folklore animal in Asian China. People always worship dragon because they believe that dragon controls all the water phenomena, like the sea and river and raining.
There's also brand new holiday-inspired lanterns that you could check out. The Asian Lantern Festival runs now through January 19th with activities for the entire family. Organizers say although the event is entertaining, it also provides an educational element for all ages.
The zoo's mission is conservation and education, and so being able to provide enjoyment with the displays, but then we have informative signs with each scene. That makes it that much more impactful.
You can learn more about the Asian Lantern Festival here at the Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens at clickorlando.com/insider. While you're there, you could enter to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the event. From Sanford, Crystal Moyer, Getting Results, News 6.
We are wrapping up our 6 days of giveaways. Today is the last day, and the prize today, an Amazon Kindle ColorSoft Signature Edition. And to enter to win, you need to sign up to be a News 6 Insider. If you have not, it is free, and you can enter as many times as you want to try to win this special Kindle. Go to clickorlando.com/insider to get started there. And now News 6 is spotlighting some homes that are shining for the holidays. And photojournalist DJ McCatherine takes us to Winter Springs, where one family's festivities keep getting bigger and bigger.
My name is George Melendez, and this is Casa Melendez Lights. There's never enough. Honestly, it started probably when I was about 10 or 11 years old when I lived in New York. My dad started a small display. Me and my family moved here in about 2004. And it's developed into what you see behind us now. In LEDs that we have out this year is maybe just 5,000 or 6,000. Actual lawn ornaments and all that, we're somewhere in the like 70, 80 area. Most of it, I'd say, we'd really accumulated over the last 10 years. Our most recent purchase came because these guys here, they tend to blow up, these inflatables, and pop and things. So my wife went out, she bought these adorable guys, and I didn't have to tell her to buy anything, which was perfect. And she came home, she even put them together. It's just great to see my son, my daughter when she's here, and my wife. You know, we have a very strong bond, and this just shows it. This is my wife's passion. The only thing I did here for her was create this PVC backdrop and gave her the space that she needed. This year, new for her, she made it a tri-level. So we have the space or the ability for one more level, so we're hoping to do that for her for next year. It's probably a good solid 2 weeks with 4 people working on it. It's an addiction. I went out for hurricane supplies and came home with more pieces. This season, I'll tell you, we've spent somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 this year. This is why we work so hard, to be able to do things that we have a passion for, and for us, and maybe silly for some others, but for us, this is our passion. We're standing out here, and they had the car windows open. As soon as they crested the corner, somebody in the car said, "Oh my God," one of the children in the car. So that's what we look for.
My name is Chad Cartledge. I am the neighbor who lives across the street from George. We have probably one of the best views of the display in the neighborhood being across the street. The thing I love is throughout the day and throughout the night, people driving by, slowing down. You see families with kids getting out of their cars. It's bringing joy to people. It's bringing smiles to faces of these kids. It's showing people that the season still is alive and well.
All the hard work, all the not sleeping, everything that we put in to do it, it makes it, we'll literally stand out here every night and just look like, wow, as long as I can wake up, we'll be out here working. Merry Christmas!
How fun is that? And you know what? We want to see pins. You can submit pins of photos or videos of decorations that are really great near you. We would love to see those, and we might even show them on the newscast or maybe here on News 6 Plus, but you can just go into our app or go to our website and upload those pins. And again, that is also a free thing, but we love showing off those pictures and videos that you send in of the holiday cheer or whatever the topic might be throughout the year. So check out the pins, sign up and log in and submit those photos and videos whenever you get a chance. And speaking of the decor, of course, Trooper Steve and Candace mentioned this. We lit the tree in downtown Orlando on Friday, along with the city and Santa. And it was a beautiful night out there. It felt like Christmas. That was the first song as the tree lit up for the first time. It's been stuck in my head, Kathleen, ever since Friday. So that was a great night out there at Lake Eola Park. And if you haven't had a chance, head out there, maybe around sunset. And then when the lights go down, all the lights come up on the decorations all around the lake. So it's fun to walk through there, get a few photos, and, maybe grab a snack or something while you're out there. And it's always a festive time to get you in the holiday spirit. So head out to downtown Orlando to check that out whenever you get a chance. And of course, we also have all that posted on clickorlando.com as well if you'd like to take a recap of the weekend's festivities. We had Santa Claus stop by News 6 for the kids' Christmas party on Saturday too, so that was a lot of fun. But this is going to wrap it up for breakfast. I'll see you again back here at noon. Take care.